welcome back to Tag Week here on Sandamtod's channel. Got tagged again by Agamerfull. Aaron, good buddy, fellow YouTuber, tagged me with the all-time favorite top 10 games tag, and I don't know, this one was rough, buddy. I tried to put them in order, but it's hard because they're for a bunch of different systems, so I'm going to get rolling because I don't got a lot of time to be wasting here. Number 10, I thought about this. This is the only Nintendo 64 game I've ever beaten, and it's the only one on my top 10 all-time favorites. That would be Zelda Ocarina of Time, folks. And this game is just awesome. Everything about it was just killer. This was like the quintessential 3D Zelda game, you know, after all of the top views and the side scroll. We finally got the first true 3D version. It was awesome. I remember just being so impressed with it at the time. Game number 9, folks. This game freaked the shit out of me when I got it. I didn't even know what it was because I bought it at Blockbuster Video, kind of on the cheap, and I stuck it in, and this game just it didn't terrify me, but when you're playing it, it's just so intense. And that's Fatal Frame 2, folks. All the Fatal Frame games are pretty awesome. I don't have the third one, but I do have the first two on one for the Xbox, one for the PlayStation 2. And this game, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so atmospheric and moody and scary, and it's crazy. Next game would be number 8. Number 8, I picked all-time favorite game, God of War 2, folks. God of War 2. The first one, I would say, might be a little bit more memorable as far as seeing it for the first time. But this one, I remember playing through it and being really impressed with the level of the graphics and stuff they were pulling off on the PS2 and the type of game they pulled off on the PS2. And Kratos is just fucking badass. And just, look at that. You know, he's knocking dudes up in the air on the back of the box even. Just cool. Awesome game. The next one, folks, I got for the Xbox 360 now, but I originally played it and beat it on the PC, and that would be Fallout 3. This game was, I didn't realize what this game was, really. I heard somebody talking about it at work, and I decided to go check it out at Best Buy. I saw it, and I was like, oh, it looks interesting, you know, and I bought it, and I was playing 6 hours at a time, folks, and it just the VAT system and the wasteland, and you can just wander around and do nothing for hours and just still enjoy yourself. It's awesome. Game number 7, well, no, I'm sorry, folks, 10, 9, 8, this is number 6. Number 6 is Metal Gear Solid, folks. When I bought this game for the PlayStation 1, it was crazy. I'd never played a stealth game like this, and all of the different items you pick up along the way, and the storyline, everything about it was just super sweet. And as far as I'm concerned, this one was awesome. That was number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Number 5 here. Number 5 would be Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain. I love the Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain series. I love the Legacy of Kain Blood Omen game, as well as Defiance. It had both characters in it, and then Soul Reaver, and then actually the original Legacy of Kain game. But this game, the way the atmosphere warped when you went into the afterworld and into the real world, and you would have to use that in order to, you know, get through certain levels, certain ways and things. And the fact that when you took your brothers out in this game, you got each of their kind of mutant abilities added to your own powers. So by the end of this, you were like badass. You could swim and climb up walls, and you know, you had the Soul Reaver blade, and everything was just an awesome game. I picked it up for the Dreamcast. because I think we actually sat there at Game Exchange and put in the PlayStation 1 in this one, and this one definitely was more full, was more broad in screen, and it was definitely a lot less pixelated, and it was worth buying again. Number 4, folks. This is where I'm starting to struggle with getting them in an order. All these games could be my number 1 favorite in a way. I mean, each of them has their own abilities, but this was one game that Aaron showed as well, and I'm going to show it here. Resident Evil 2. The first one was the first one, but this one, I was like him. I couldn't get enough of it. I played the shit out of it. Like I said, originally got it for the PS1. I picked it up for the Dreamcast. I also have it for the N64. The fact that you played kind of a split storyline, and you know the Nemesis. I don't remember. Yeah, the split storyline and stuff was just awesome, and I love this game. This one and Nemesis 2 and 3 were awesome. It seemed like after that I played Code Veronica, and I played the Resident Evil 4 and stuff, but it just didn't enthrall me. I mean, I made it about halfway through, and that was where I stopped. The next 3 games we're going old school. I don't know which one of these should be number 3. Okay, we'll show this one. This one's one of my all-time favorites on the Nintendo, the 8-bit NES. I had to put an NES game on here. This game would be the original Wizards and Warriors, folks. You collect keys to make it through the different areas, and then you get all these different power-ups, like the cloak of invisibility and the boots of floating and the throwing dagger and all that, and you make your way through, and you rescue all the princesses along the way. And it's not super hard. You can probably beat it in about an hour and a half if you sit down and just play it, but I can play through it any old time. I just enjoy the hell out of it. I highly recommend it. It had a score system back then. You know, they were still putting the high score, low score on there, things like that. They still had the scoring system on that one, which is pretty funny. I never played it for a score. This game kept me home from college a couple days when I was trying to go to college. I only attended 2 semesters, but when I bought this game, I remember the anticipation, I couldn't get enough. I couldn't pull myself away, literally. I mean, I barely got up to go to the bathroom. I couldn't get enough of playing this game. It is a role-playing game. It's for the Sega Genesis, and it would be the original Shining Force. I bought this game at Babbage's out at one of the malls. I think it was Oak Park Mall. I don't remember which mall it was, but I know I got it at Babbage's. And when I got home and cracked this open and stuck it in and started playing it, it was like, no, I wasn't going anywhere. I was just glued to this. It is it's not a super complicated RPG, and it's one of those that's kind of more of a strategic, your character has a set area that it can move, and you can move, kind of like pieces on a board in a way. But if you haven't played Shining Force, might look at some Buddy's gameplay or something and check it out and see if it'd be something you'd like. And the number 1 game, you've seen it 50 times. It's Super Metroid, folks. It kicks ass. Enough said. I'm signing off. Bye.